ways that you can do this. You can sit cross-legged if that feels comfortable, if that feels like you're going to get a better posture from sitting tall upright. Or you can sit with your legs out nice and straight in front of you. Now the thing is, when you have got your legs out nice and straight, I do actually need them straight, so not with bent knees. So if you can't sit cross-legged and you struggle to get your legs out straight in front of you, maybe you've got a cushion you could sit on just to lift you up a little bit to give you that better posture so the legs are nice and straight. Normally when our legs aren't straight, it's because the back of our thighs are quite tight, okay? So pick whichever one feels comfortable for you. I'm actually going to sit cross-legged today, just how it feels comfortable for me, okay? So I just feel like I can get a bit of a better posture, okay? So legs in front of each other, they don't have to be all the way in, okay? So if it's just a little bit easier to have them out, a bit more relaxed, okay, that's fine. We want to make sure that we're sitting nice and tall. So imagine your spine is a set of building blocks and we want them sitting nicely and stacked on top of each other. So just imagine you've got a rod going through the back, from the bottom, going all the way up throughout the top of the head. So making sure we're not leaning forwards or leaning back. We're nice and upright so we don't topple over. Okay, we're going to roll the shoulders back and down, arms just down by the side gently. I want you to find a place just where you can just rest your gaze and it's looking straight ahead. Okay, we're not looking up, we're not looking down, but we're tucking that chin slightly in. Excellent. So that's our good posture. Okay, so shoulders relaxed, tension gone. Excellent. So stay where you are. We're just going to go through the lateral breathing now. So for this, we want to take our hands and place them on our ribs. Okay. For our lateral breath, we breathe in and we inhale. And as we do that, we inhale and we fill the lungs. Okay, so we're not filling the belly, we're filling the lungs. Okay, so fingertips together. Inhale. And you'll notice that the fingertips come apart, the ribs come out to the side. And then exhale down. Excellent. So ribs come back together, fingertips together. And again, inhale. And exhale. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Keep that posture nice and tall. And again, inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Okay. Next bit is equally as important as the breathing, if not a little bit more so, is the core engagement. Okay, so whenever we're doing a move, we'd always need to make sure that this is actually switched on. If it's not switched on, we could actually end up hurting ourselves, okay, which we obviously don't want to do. And we need to make sure that everything in Pilates comes and stems from here. So imagine your core is your engine and everything moves from this, okay? So place your hand on your tummy button. Inhale, as we did before, and this time as we exhale, we're bringing that tummy button in as tight as we can towards our spine. So imagine you've got a magnet on your spine. I just want you to do that. Inhale, exhale, pull it in. 100% as tight as you can go. Hold it. How does it feel? Okay. Shouldn't be holding your breath. And then just let it go. Okay, let's go again. Inhale. Exhale, this time pull it into 50%, okay? So it should still feel like a good strong connection and we can still breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold it. How does it feel? And then let it go. Okay, last time. Inhale. Exhale, pull it into 30%, okay? So just that little connection there. So it's pulled in, we're aware of it. We're not having to hold on too tightly. It's manageable. We can breathe. We can hold a conversation, okay? In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's your control. That should just flow naturally now, okay? So the idea is to keep this connection throughout at 30%. If you let it go, again, we just inhale, exhale, pull it back in, re-engage it, okay? And I will reiterate that throughout the exercises as we go, okay? So we're going to start off with a very, very simple exercise, which may seem like it's like, ooh, for beginners, but it's actually not. And again, you can sit with your legs out in front of you, or you can sit with your legs crossed for this one, whichever one feels comfortable. Oh, it's just a slight C curve. So basically, we're going to curve the spine in a C shape, okay? And it starts by literally just rolling the pelvis backwards and forwards. So in this seated position, I just want you to push your pelvis back. You see how my smaller my back's curling there, and then coming back. Okay, so that is the start of it. If you need to, you can place your hands on your hip bones. So we're going to take in a breath. Exhale, and we're just going to curl around. Okay, so see how my spine is curling. Inhale up to good posture, and exhale back down. Inhale, good posture. Exhale, curl it around. Excellent. And again, inhale, and exhale. So it's just learning and feeling how that spine copes, how your spine copes. Does it feel easy to get into this position? Does it feel quite hard? Okay. Just keep going with that. I just want you to feel it. If you've got a mirror, you can see yourself doing it. This really does help, okay? So we're sitting nice and tall. Okay, I'm just going to move my arms out of the way. We're going to exhale. We're going to just, as if you're going to lie down and curl round. Inhale. And exhale. So you're pushing your belly button down towards the floor. Okay, but obviously we're not going there yet. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate, and if you've done it before, great, how we're going to get down onto the floor. Now, for those who are completely new doing this, obviously get down onto the floor safely. You can go down on your side, lying down, and then bring yourself into a position, okay? But for those who feel that maybe they're ready to do it, okay, you've got no spine, no problems with your spine or anything like that, you feel that your core is strong. You can take your arms up, inhale, exhale. So we're going to curl that spine round, and then we're going to slowly lie it down. Excellent, nice and controlled. Use your breath. And then coming into position there. Excellent. Okay. So I'm just going to shuffle a little bit forward so everybody can see me. So once you are down on the floor, however you've got here, all right, don't worry about it. All right, as long as you haven't just collapsed. All right. I want you to bend the knees. Okay. And just again, inhale, exhale, engage that core in case we've let it go. And we want to be in what's called a neutral spine, okay? So a neutral spine is where you can slide your hand just behind your lower back and it doesn't feel, you're not pushing your back into position, okay? So you've got that nice small curve at the back and it allows you to get your hand in, okay? Bring your arms down by your side, little fingers on the floor, thumbs up towards the ceiling, okay? And that puts us in a good posture even though we're lying down. Making sure that when we're looking up to the ceiling, okay, our head, we're not looking behind us. We should be looking straight ahead or slightly forward, okay? We're going to do a basic heel slide, nice and simple, and we're just going to find out how everybody's pelvis is. Is it strong? Is it weak? I want you to place your hands, if needs be, just on your hip bones if you need the feedback, or you can keep them down by the side. We're going to inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to take that right foot and we're going to slide the heel along the floor. Once the leg's extended, give the bottom a bit of a squeeze. Inhale back. And again, repeat. Inhale and exhale. Belly button is pulled into 30%. Inhale and exhale. Let's go for 3 more on this side. Excellent, bringing it back. Okay, so keeping that stable, switched on. We're going to inhale, exhale, slide the opposite leg out. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you have got socks on and you feel like you're losing them, just take them off at this point. Core's engaged to 30%. If it's not, inhale, exhale, pull it in, okay? 2 more on this side. Inhale in. And last one, exhale out. Inhale in, excellent. Okay, hopefully everybody found that one all right. It's quite an easy one, all right. And now we're going to go into a leg lift. Now we're staying here, we're going to slide that leg out again, the right leg. Okay, check, core's engaged, pelvis is stable. We're not rocking left and right here. And what we're just going to do is a nice gentle lift. All right, now if that is as far as you can go, then that is absolutely fine. The main thing is the core stays strong and the pelvis stays stable. Okay, so inhale, exhale. Now, I don't want you to lift your leg past the opposite knee. Inhale to lower, slightly tap it down on the floor. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Excellent. Let's do 2 more. Shaky leg can be normal, so don't worry. Core's engaged, pelvis is stable. Excellent. Sliding it back, switching sides. Extend that leg, re-engage the core if we need to. Pelvis is stable. Inhale, exhale to lift. And again, don't come past that knee height. So the 2 knees should become level maximum. If you can't get it that high, that's absolutely fine as well. Just work on what you can do for now. And we can build on it later. Nice and controlled with the breath. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. We're going to do 1 more. Excellent, down and then sliding it back up. Okay, so we're going to roll onto our right hand side. From here, if you can, you don't have any shoulder issues, I want you to have your arm nice and straight in front of you. Head rested down on the arm, making sure that the next position, we need to make sure our hips are stacked. So one on top of each other, knees on top of each other, feet on top of each other. Okay. Heels together and making sure your heels line up with your bottom. So just give it a quick look and then come back. Okay. Inhale, exhale, engage that core. And then inhale, if you need to. 2 options. Unstable, place your hand here for stability and core switched on. Or if you need the feedback at the hip, you can, and you're quite stable in the movement, hold the hand here. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze the heels together, small movement, so you're feeling it in the bottom. Inhale back, hips are nice and stacked, they're not rocking backwards and forwards. Exhale up, inhale down. Control with the breath. 1 more. Excellent. Okay. Now you can either just roll onto the other side. Okay, I am just going to switch over. So just go whichever way feels more comfortable for you. And then again, just lying down, using your arm as a headrest. Knees stacked, hips stacked, heels together and heels in line with your bottom. Hand here for stability or on your hip for that little bit of feedback. We're going to inhale, exhale, engage your core. Inhale, exhale, and open up the leg. Nice and controlled. Feeling it in the bottom. We're going to aim for about 5 or 6 again. You just do as many as feels comfortable for you. Let's make this our last one. Excellent. Okay. So now we're going to roll onto our front here. Okay. So we did this one last week. We're going to do a back extension, okay? So option 1 is put your hands down on the floor in front of you so you've got a nice diamond shape, okay, in your hands. And then place your forehead on there, okay? We still inhale and exhale, engage our core. We might be lying on the floor, but we still need our core engaged, okay? So don't just like let it all sag into the floor, okay? We still need that switched on. So inhale, exhale, engage the core. Level 1, you're just going to lift up, exhale, lift, palms stay in contact. So you can feel the back muscles switching on here. Inhale, lower. Okay, you want to go a little bit wider, a little bit further. Bring your hands out to the side. Inhale, exhale, and slightly lift the chest off the floor. Okay, so for today, we're going to go between one of those two options. Okay, let's aim for about 6, nice and controlled. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, lower. Go for 3 more. Don't force the move. Exhale. Excellent. And relax back down. If you want to, nice full body stretch. Just drop the head to the floor, arms out straight in front of you. Imagine somebody is pulling you from your feet and your arms and just giving you a nice little stretch. Excellent. Okay. We're going to come up into all fours now. So slowly come up. And all fours means we're going to be on our hands and our knees. Okay. If you have got any wrist issues or anything like that, you can come up onto your knuckles and that takes the pressure out away from the wrists. Okay, but if not, you can just be down with your hands, making sure that your elbows are facing. You want to make sure they're facing in towards each other, they're not facing out, okay? So don't overextend around there. So let's start with our wrists, elbows and shoulders nicely stacked. Okay, making sure we're not locking out the elbows, we're not locking out the shoulders or the wrists. We want our knees directly underneath our hips. And we want the weight evenly spread across the hands and the knees, okay? We want a nice flat back position. And we basically want to be looking straight ahead from us, so not dropping down to the ground or anything. We've got, remember, the spine goes into the head, so we want that nice rod straight back. Okay, from here, we're going to go into our cat-cow. So we're going to go into and take an inhale breath in. And then we're going to exhale. And as you see, my arms and legs are not moving. We're just arching the spine up, curling it up and around, exhaling out the breath, dropping the head, and then inhale. And then bringing it back to neutral, and then slightly dropping the tummy towards the floor, lifting the head and sticking the bottom up and out. Exhale, curling it back around, slowly does it. And inhaling. Okay, let's go one more each time. Curling it up. This is what's known as the angry cat. And then inhale back. And this is obviously the cow. All right. So slowly come back into neutral. So that's just where we started with the nice flat back, core switched on. And the breath flowing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Okay, I'm going to go into our 4-point kneeling. So if you have done this before, you probably only need to do it once on each side. Before you take it into the full move, but everybody has their off day, so I always ask you to check. So Inhale, exhale, we're going to extend that left hand out, making sure that our pelvis and our shoulders, we're not wobbling all over the place. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, slide the opposite arm out. Inhale, back in. All right, now we're going to do the legs. So nice and strong on the hands and the other leg. So we're going to take the right foot back, extend the leg, but keep the toe in contact. And again, what you want to make sure is we're not wobbling all over the place. Inhale back, exhale out, nice and controlled. Okay. Here's where it gets a little bit complicated, okay? So if you're not confident, take an arm and a leg off. Focus on where you're weakest. Are you weakest in your arms, or are you weakest in your legs? Or just keep going left arm, left leg, one at a time until you're feeling you're a bit confident. Once you've got a bit more confidence, we can take our left hand and our right leg and extend, okay? So again, it just knocks us off a bit balance. So if our core is switched off, we'll be wobbling all over the place. Inhale back, exhale out. Excellent. Okay, making sure that when we're doing this, at the moment, we're not taking our hands and feet actually off the floor. They're still in contact, we're just sliding them away. Okay, now if that's the level you're at, then that's great too. Keep going with that until you feel a bit more confident. Next level is we're going to take the hands and feet off, okay? So inhale, exhale. So we take it so it's in connection. All right, and then once we're steady and we feel strong, we're going to lift. Squeeze your bottom, lifting through the shoulder, keeping the core switched on. Bring it back to the floor, inhale, and bring it back to center. Okay, exhale, sliding it out in connection, okay? Making sure that we are strong. Once we are, we exhale and lift. Okay, inhale back. Excellent if you gave that a go. If you're not too sure, you can go back to the connection with the floor. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Let's do this 2 more times on each side. Excellent, and bringing it back. Okay, so you might actually feel that a little bit in the wrist, so just give the wrist just a nice little shake off. If you need to, take your arm out in front of you and just pull your fingers back towards you. Just give them a nice gentle stretch. So we're stretching out the wrists here. And just breathe. Excellent, and switch sides. Excellent, and again, just give it a nice little shake off. Okay, we're going to do a couple more cat-cow. So if it's too much on your wrist, come up onto your knuckles to take the pressure off the wrists. Okay, reset, inhale, exhale, arch it up. Now this time when you're in this position, I want you to kind of just sit back a little bit, all right? So you're feeling more of a stretch in the small of the back, and then just giving a nice little twist and a nice little wriggle. Left to right. Excellent. Then we'll inhale. Then we're going to come into our cow position. And again, I just want you to give it a nice little stretch. Excellent. Exhale back up. Do you need to move into the shoulders? Just give it a move, a wriggle around. See how it feels for you today. Sitting back a little bit more. Excellent. Inhale. Okay. I want you to come down, put your knees apart, and I want you to put your toes together. And I just want you to slide down as low as possible. If you can get your head on the ground, great. If you can't, again, don't worry about it. Get your bottom as close to the floor as possible, but again, it all depends on your flexibility. And then from this position, I just want you to take in 5 deep breaths. So inhale into the lungs, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Give me one more. Inhale and exhale. And then I just want you to slowly roll up. So bring your hands towards your knees. Take your time, bottom down first. Now imagine we're doing that building blocks again. So base one needs to come in first, slowly rolling it up into position. Shoulders come up into position before we bring the head back. Excellent. Okay. And then just come into that nice seated position. Excellent. We're just going to do a nice little stretch over to one side. So I just want you to take your left hand onto the floor, but we're not going to put the weight through. We're just going to take a breath in. And then up and exhale, up and over. And then inhale. And again, exhale over. So the hand's there for support, but please don't be pushing your weight all the way through. One more on each side. Inhale. And exhale. Feeling the stretch down here. And then inhale. One more time. And exhale. Inhale to center. Take in a breath. And let out a nice big sigh. Shoulder roll it off. And hopefully that was a great session for you today. Please feel free to leave some feedback below. Okay, if you're watching on YouTube, please leave a little comment. Give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you liked, didn't like. Okay, and hopefully we shall see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye for now.